Hello, Homestead, and please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for a moment of silence.
Hello, Homestead. I'm Madison McConaughey.
And I'm Garrett Goad.
And on this week's edition of HHS In Depth, reporter Brooke Ann Hensley tells you about the Fall Festival of Bands tomorrow.
Logan Bussey profiles new theater director Mr. Shaw.
And another edition of The Nut House this week covering varsity girls soccer.
All of that and more for this HHS In Depth on Friday, October 3rd.
To start off this week's edition of HHS In Depth, you may have heard Mr. Shaw has taken over as the new director of Homestead Theater Department. To learn more about him, here's reporter Logan Bussey with the story.
This year's fall play, The Father of the Bride, is the latest in a long-running tradition of Homestead theatrical productions and has just recently started rehearsals. However, the thing about traditions is they were made to be changed. This year, taking over for Miss Malili as the head of Homestead Theater and director of Homestead Theater Productions is a familiar face, show choir and choral conductor, Mr. Shaw.
I found out that Mrs. Maluli was leaving Homestead at the end of the school year, and I expressed interest in the job. And I found out about 2 weeks before school started that I had gotten the theater job, and they were able to make my schedule work where I was still teaching choir and doing theater at the same time.
Although Shaw may be the new guy in Homestead Theater, he's no stranger to local theater and has been a staunch supporter of the medium since his adolescent years.
I've been doing theater, community theater, for 20 years now, since 1994. My first production was Joseph at the Civic Theater in 1994. And I've directed quite a bit around town at Arena Dinner Theater, and I've done shows at all the theaters around town. My first degree in college was in musical theater, and then I decided to be a teacher after that. So I have a lot of theater in my background.
For many theater students, the news of the theater veterans hiring was both a surprise and a delight, especially to students like Colin Davis, the fall play's lead, who also actively participates in the Homestead Show Choir.
Mr. Shaw's pretty close with his students. He makes jokes with them. He's kind of like a 10-year-old boy who has been given a great job at Homestead.
For actors like Davis and his co-star Gwen Bear, Shaw's optimistic attitude and directing talent meant that the department was guaranteed a great show and the cast was guaranteed a great time.
I think that Mr. Shaw is one of the best teachers to have a relationship with because he's a great teacher, but he's also a great father figure towards us, and he just lets us know that he's always going to be there, and we always have a laugh with him no matter what, and he's always laughing along with the kids. He just makes everyone feel their best.
Shaw's purpose when he's teaching and directing has always been to share his talent and passion with his beloved students.
I love directing and teaching because my passion is theater and singing. And every day I get to wake up and share my passion with my students. That's something that not many adults are lucky enough to do.
Father of the Bride is coming soon to the Homestead Auditorium. Stay tuned for more information in the future. For HHS In Depth, this is Logan Bussey.
Seniors, Ivy Tech is offering a program called Taco U, Take a Course on Us, which allows seniors to take one class at Ivy Tech with no additional cost to the student. If interested, pick up a packet in Student Services. Spots are limited and available on first-come, first-served basis.
Juniors and seniors interested in taking the ASVAB on October 15th must sign up with Mrs. Fit in Student Services by October 7th.
The next Latin Club meeting is on Tuesday, October 7th in room 607 after school.
The Fall Festival of Bands takes place tomorrow here at Homestead. Here is reporter Brooke Ann Hensley with more.
This Saturday, Homestead High School is hosting the annual Fall Festival of the Bands. Come out and support our Spartan Alliance band as they compete. The first band will perform at 11 o'clock, but Homestead will perform later at 6:25. The cost is $5 for students and $7 for everyone else. Hope to see you there.
Juniors and seniors, a representative from the following colleges will be at Homestead to meet with interested students. If you would like to attend a meeting, please sign up in Student Services and get your pass at least one day prior to the visit. Monday, October 6th, Kettering University, and Tuesday, October 7th, Earlham College, Indiana Wesleyan, Valparaiso University, and Grace College.
French Club will be having a brief meeting Tuesday, October 7th in Madame Rogers' room to firm up plans for the trip to DeBrand's Chocolate. Please bring your $5 dues and t-shirt designs.
Do you like the movie Frozen? Would you like to learn more about it from the actual director of the movie? Here's HHS In-Depth reporter Stephen Rivera with more information about how you can.
Are you interested in a career in film, animation, or computer arts? The University of St. Francis and the Fort Wayne Cinema Center are teaming up to create a weekend with Chris Buck. The Oscar award-winning director of Disney's Frozen, Chris Buck, will be at the USF Robert Goldstein Performing Arts Center located at 431 West Berry Street. The public is invited to the Frozen screening tomorrow, Saturday, October 4th, with a sing-along following the film and a lecture from Buck at 7 p.m. The next day, Sunday, October 5th, there will be a closer look lecture to talk about his career and creative evolution and also provide advice on beginning a career in the creative industries at 1 p.m. For HHS In-Depth, I'm Stephen Rivera.
And now, here is Ryan Nutter with another edition of The Nut House, this week profiling girls varsity soccer team.
What's up, Homestead? Did you know in 1994, after Charlie Ward was drafted to the New York Knicks, to stay busy during the offseason, he joined the Florida State football team and carried the team to a national championship and won himself the Heisman. I didn't know that either. Are you ready for this?
We're ready.
Tennis is ready.
We're ready for this.
Y'all ready for this?
Well, this week, as I was walking around the school, I actually crossed paths with a couple of the girls' soccer players. Let's see what they had to say and how their season's going so far.
We started things off well, but ended up hitting a rocky patch towards the middle of the season, and hopefully we can pick things back up for sectionals so we can go on to semi-state like we did last year.
Our practices have been really intense. We're trying to get ready for sectionals now. Our first game's Huntington North, and we got to get past them to move on. At the beginning of the season, we went to Camp Potawatomi to do a lot of team bonding, and I feel like we're just really close this year. Our team chemistry this year is probably better than I'd say the past years. Last year, we had a couple problems, but this year we've been doing a lot of things like outside of soccer to be together just on and off the field, and it's really been showing on the field.
All right, well, we lost Morgan Cole, which was our sweeper, and she was a very key player to our defense, and we lost a few center mids and outside mids, and so we really had to step it up, but our freshmen have done a good job of handling that, and us seniors have kind of had to step it up in the leadership because they really took care of all of that last year, and so it's been kind of difficult for us, but we've had to come together and learn how to stay positive with each other and just kind of fill their shoes. Last year, we went to semi-state, and so it'd definitely be nice if we could go there again or even to state this year, but either way, we just hope to make it out of regionals and like we have in the past years and just finish the season strong and kind of leave the standards high for next year's team.
Hello, Homestead. As you can see, I'm not Ryan Nutter, but this is still the House of Nuts. Nut house?
Can I have some of those,
Nut-
actually?
Nut house. It's the nut house.
Nutter, why are there no nuts in here? This is the nut house.
More importantly, why are you wearing yellow?
Because it's a sea of gold for the Carol game.
A river of yellow?
No, a sea of gold.
Like sea?
What are you doing? What's up?
Oh,
Oh, hey guys. What are you?
I thought you were gone.
No, I
Did
just,
you- did
I was
you-
talking to the soccer players. I just got back.
Did you hear? There's a. Oh, you did hear.
Oh yeah.
You did hear.
Yeah, it's
Sea of yellow.
It's I believe the term is a gold rush.
Oh,
Sea of gold.
gold rush.
I don't know. Game tonight, 7 o'clock. Hope to see you guys all out there. That was the Nut House. Have a good weekend.
I love gold.
Well, that wraps up this edition of HHS In Depth. I'm Madison McConaughey.
And I'm Garrett Goad.
Make sure to go out and support Homestead students participating in athletic events and other activities this weekend, and especially your Spartan football team as they take on rival Carroll tonight at Carroll High School.
And as always, we'll be leaving you with a song that can only be heard on Homestead's own radio station, the Point 91 FM.
Have a great weekend, Spartans.
Ever since I was young, I've always been a refugee of a very high strung. I've always been low key. Let's let the record show. No, I won't jump for joy. I don't. If I get excited, nobody knows how. But I'm gonna love you the same. I'll always be